Hi class. My third speech refers to the effects bullying has on the victim and the birth of the bully. As I begin my speech, please know that this choice of topic for me tugs on the heartstrings, I think, of every mother, brother, sister, or guardian. We all may have experienced bullying in one position or the other, whether it be being the bully, being the victim, the bystander, or the helpful buddy. You notice a newspaper article on the front page that reads, "Another innocent taunted into suicide." Or maybe you see a little boy sitting in the corner, his eyes are reddened, and he appears to have been crying. Do you ask the child what is wrong, or do you merely resume your previous activity? What you do during one of these two situations is extremely crucial on what happens in a child's life. Nearly 17% of students have admitted to being bullied, and 19% have admitted to being the bully. We as parents, teachers, aunts, uncles, and community members must pull together to stop this terrible part of growing up. 50% of students who are victims of bullying have elevated thoughts of suicide. That's really scary. If you have two kids in front of you, you have a 50% chance one of your children could be possibly being bullied at school and possibly thinking this way. As a unified force, we can stop this unnecessary lesson of life. The only lesson this act teaches is to continue the vicious cycle of being a victim, turning into a bully, and a bully turning into a victim. It really isn't beneficial for anybody. Your bullies generally target children that are physically smaller and weaker than they are to fulfill their need for power and control. As models to our children, we must teach them to walk tall. Don't be afraid. Set boundaries. Know that whenever that bully comes up in your face, that you can tell them, no, no more. Teach your child to use their voices. Yell, stop, no, I don't like that. You're hurting me. Protect themselves from name calling. Let's say the bully comes up and says to your child, I don't like you. Have your child ready to say, well, I like myself. Have your child speak up for inclusion. If a child goes to a circle of little kids, they're all playing, and he asks, can I play too? And the bully of the group says, no, we don't want you to play. This is where your child should speak up and say, well, practicing will make me better. Be persistent and help. Have your child always look for that adult or somebody to help them. Lastly, we certainly hope that it never comes down to this, but self-defense. Knowing a simple little grab and release technique where the bully grabs your child's arm like this, just knowing how to pull yourself out of that will be extremely important. But teaching these tips to our children now to prevent bullying, it saves the victim from a life of depression and the feeling of being undesired as an adult. I couldn't possibly imagine going through life feeling this way. Most bullies are born from a family where warmth, love, and parental involvement are absent. Let us pull together and move forward to abolish the act of bullying. Now, with a better understanding of what the effects of bullying causes, 50% of students consider suicide. And your bullies attack physically smaller or weaker children than they. Your victims have elevated chances of depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. They can actually be bullied later on in life. And who wants to always be the one that's picked on? Always feel like you're the one that doesn't have the voice and the one that doesn't matter. As strong individuals, we must teach our children and ourselves to accept all physical, emotional, and appearance differences between mankind. Only this will stop the birth of bullies and victims for future generations. And that's